Well, my battery's running out. I don't know why, but it is, so I gotta say that just captured my first bow hunt for turkey on video, and I just missed my first tom. I thought I hit him. I thought I went right through him. It might have, but definitely hit him high, and there's no blood anywhere on the arrow. There's nothing on the arrow. And this was all that was in where he was standing. He flew away, like, way down to the woods, so I'm still gonna go take a look, but it's not looking good. There's another bird gobbling down here, but there's a guy right over near me calling it. I don't hear anything anymore, so what a shame. That bird, I don't know how I hit him so high, but I guess I was just worried about hitting him too low, because everybody says don't hit him low. Hit him high and watch them die. Well, he still got to hit him in the vitals. There was a jake there too, 2 toms and a jake, and the jake stayed after I missed that tom, and I just couldn't get him to come in close enough. So. It was my first morning in Vermont. It's like the first Sunday of the first week. So guys have been in here. And I've been sitting in the same spot for 6.5 hours. And all I saw was 2 hens, no, 3 hens. 2 of them came right into me. I got a little audio on the camera of the one right behind me yelping. And there were at least 3 different males gobbling down below. Off this big hill. And they gobbled a bunch of times, and after they flew down, I didn't hear a peep. And then about an hour later, I heard one coming that was a little closer. He did 1 gobble. And that was it. Never heard him again, but a guy walked across this field. I think it was after that gobble, walked across behind me over here, and I think he went to the very top of the woods, right where all the birds were hanging out. So he probably spooked them. But I haven't heard anything in a whole few hours. Thought I'd get a late bird coming back, but oh well, it's a nice day.
Wind, it comes in, it blows.
came close, and I doubt I even got their heads on camera, but I came in, there were at least 2 birds roosted right across the field. I wasn't even going to set up here, but one started gobbling when I was coming up the field. The birds were waking up early, so I set up right where I had a spot cleared off. I've hunted here many times. And it was perfect setup, except for the sun being in my face, but they were gobbling like crazy. I think there might have been more than 3 birds. I mean, more than 2 birds, it might have been 3. But once they flew down, they were down the lower corner, down to my right, where I walked in almost. And they were gobbling down the field, but you can't see them because it drops down in there. Well, they did what I thought they would do. They circled up, went up the field on the high end, almost directly behind my decoys, but they came up, and I was watching, and if I wasn't really paying attention, I never even knew they looked, but they were gobbling. Got them on camera gobbling. Got less than 100 yards away, but maybe 60 yards away. But they were over this little knoll, and I saw the 2 of them poke their heads up over the hill, just barely in the tall grass. You could see them. I saw the 2 red heads, and they were looking around, and they didn't like what they saw. I don't know if it's because I had an aggressive Jake set up with the hen, or if it's because there was something they didn't like about the decoys. I had string out. The first time I've ever put string on my decoy to make it move, and I couldn't get to the string in time to move the decoy a little bit. So they dropped back down, stayed there for a while on the other side gobbling, and circled back the way they came. And they must have went in the woods, just in the woods off the field, and they circled all the way around down behind me. And they were down in this lower corner, down way in the right. Thought they were in the field, but I couldn't see them. Gobbling for a long time. And then looks like they made their way out back in the woods. I haven't heard them since. There. I'm back in the same spot I was over a week ago, and it's pretty slow. The grass is a lot taller in the fields, so they're probably not really going to come out into these fields. But I only heard a couple gobbles right off the roost, and that was it. I haven't heard a peep except for one yelp for the past like 4 hours. But my battery died the last hunt I had over a week ago, and that was like the most exciting hunt I ever had in my life. I missed a big tom. He's right over here. To the right of me, there were 2 toms, one strutting, spitting, and drumming. I couldn't grab my bow. I couldn't turn the camera on or anything. They were about 15 yards to my right, trying to fall on a hen, but they were a little spooky of my decoys. And they went out to the field, and I got some footage of them. Not great footage, but some footage of them strutting. If it wasn't for the other tom, who was just in full alert the whole time, I could have killed the other tom about 10 times. But they were on my exposed side of the blind. They went out into the field, and they made their way back, and that's about the time the camera shut off, the battery died. And they were right in the same spot I first saw him at, and he was walking sideways, or walking with his side to me. As soon as I drew on him, he went into full strut and spun around and was facing me. And I stayed at full draw. It felt like forever, but it was probably about 2 minutes, almost 2 minutes. And he didn't move. And as soon as I pulled the trigger, he did like a spit and drum, and he kind of like did a little stutter step. And it went right, the arrow went right past his neck, the base of his neck, right over his shoulder, and right through his fan. It was an unbelievable morning. I was crawling through the field on them. I had them all around me gobbling. I think I had 2 sets of birds, 2 sets of toms gobbling. And that was the best chance I had. That was an unbelievable chance. Even though that shot was at 32 yards, I was right on him. But being at full draw for a couple of minutes, that didn't help. And he moved a little bit, and he just missed him. Oh, couldn't have been any closer. 2 more inches to the left, he was dead. Well, this is it for me. I've only been out 4 times in Massachusetts, and I've shot at 2 birds with a bow, so you can't ask for more than that, other than killing them. I'm gonna pick up now, and I'm gonna just do some walking and see if I can locate a bird for another hour or so, and that'll be it. But that's it for my turkey season, unless I can pull out some magic in the next few minutes. So in 2 weeks, I will be in New Brunswick, Canada, bear hunting with my bow. So hopefully that'll be a lot more. I'll have a lot more luck then.